Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Iron Band playthrough of the Legends mod of Battle Brothers, if that's not a mouthful and a half. So, in the last episode, we were able to complete several missions, we were able to complete our ambition, and we actually got another user. Well, we got a cannibal. Now, here's the deal, right? This guy has a hate for beasts. He is Marshall. He has 67 HP, 92 with 2 stars in fatigue, some really decent initiative, 76 base melee skill, and 2 stars in melee defense, which is all amazing. But as you may have noticed, he's a cannibal. I don't know how this is going to end up, but cannibals provide strange meat after a fight, likes hanging out with butchers, may try to eat others, and increased results when assigned to hunting in camp. That's a little suspect. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's a little scary. So we are going to keep a very close eye on our newest compatriot, let's say. Speaking of, though, want to make sure that they have good gear, because it's pretty darn good, if you ask me. We will give you the Militia Glaive, and then probably this Adarga Shield. We also probably need to get you something to do over on the headgear side of things, but in any case, we are looking pretty darn good right now. So, fix up your perks here. You are going to be a Bowmaster, which is just fine. Kimosabe, you are injured from a previous fight. Pop you up to 70, 75 here. I think we can increase your ranged defense, and then of these, I would probably like to increase your fatigue as you get a little bit heavier. You are going to be doing probably polearms, because I think you're going to be in the back line. The question is, do I want... Nope, I guess we're just going to do polearms because we don't have any spears. The other option is, of course, that we could do something with something else, but I think we're going to go with polearms for now. And we are going to replace that because that is quite nice. Alrighty. So then, let's continue forward. So we need to move back to Gemenschacht. We can get our money here. And there is one more quest. We can escort the caravan. Ah, come on, GNL. The druid's drunk. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Right, let's see. Where are we going? Wallstein? Where's Wallstein? That's a ways, man. I think we're just going to pass on that. Let's go head back down to Ras Sanan, see if there's anything up here. Now, I'm interested. I don't recall looking at all of these guys. We may have already. I just don't... Ooh, interesting. What is a dervish? A religious background that enters almost trance-like state in combat. Interesting. It's a little expensive, but comes with ambitious, bright. The statistics probably just not enough. Paranoid. Swift. Fear of the undead. Okay, just wanted to make sure here. 66 base stats. With +5 melee skill. That's 65 and 66 base stats. And that's really darn awesome, if you ask me. Like, that really is. Determined. We could use you as a crossbowman. Is that worthwhile? Maybe. Determined and dexterous. That's just a pretty darn phenomenal start. In any case, the other one, Radbot, the Serendipitous, comes with 38 and 25. Nope, that's a pass. How about you? 61 and 67. 5 melee defense, 15 range defense, 32 HP total. Team player, survivor. Pretty decent. The only downside, of course, is that HP. Do you have Colossus? You do not have Colossus. That's a little bit rough for a frontline combatant like that. Niklas, the Sturdy, Charming, and Disloyal. 52 out of 65, but with 2 stars. Decent melee defense stats. That's not terrible, but not great. You don't have enough stars where we would want. 56 out of 57 with 2 stars. Not bad, but 8- on the range defense is a little rough. Also, minus 10% melee damage is tough. That is tough to deal with. Milad the Slack is slack. Interesting. And hesitant. So minus initiative, minus 3 initiative, 3 resolve, and minus 5 experience gain. The stats just aren't bearing out for you, my friend. Sure shot. Nope. Neither one of those are valuable enough. We're going to skip the guys that we cannot afford, even though they look really cool. At least that guy does. Oh, that's a really great. Henry, 54 out of 57, 9 melee defense with 3 stars. Decent fatigue. Not so great on the initiative, but with that, we still could make that work as a really, really good range or a melee defender. Keep an eye on that one. Izzadin is basically a worse version of Henry. Arsenios the Dervish. Oh, these dervishes have some amazing base melee stat potential. 58 out of 59 for Taweed. Ailing. Ailing is not good. Decent, like really good HP, actually. See, Gottfried, 54 base range stats. 61 out of 59. The stars don't align, but you do have a +5 range defense as well. So that's something that we can consider. The Hunter. The Hunter could also provide us some really valuable camp skills as well. So that's something that you might want to think about. We're also up to 10 now. So that is entirely possible to work with. So I think we should definitely take at least someone. For right now, who was I looking at? Karadin? You actually are looking pretty good too. 8 melee defense, 60. You don't have to pay him anything. I think that's an easy pickup here. You also could be valuable, but I think... Who was our other guy? You were right at the top, weren't you? Yes, Salahuddin Al-Fad, our ranger. I mean, gosh darn it, that's a pretty good base, range statistic here. And they're at level 4, I think. So, I mean, Slinger spins, sure, but I don't really care about that as much. Favorite enemy, we could do, so they don't have crossbow mastery. That is something that I'd like to get into, is crossbow, because that also allows you to use guns. So something to consider, definitely. Right now, since we're here, I think we can probably try to get some good equipment. So first off, this is 40, on sale for 241. I mean, it's not a great deal, but it's something. Might want to get this light southern mace, because I think that can be pretty valuable here. We're looking at something else here. Everything's expensive, of course. We kind of knew that. But their food is not. So you are unhappy because you don't like sleeping in the woods. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I think our next ambition is going to be getting the the battle standard. So that's definitely cool. Let's get the food here. Oop, the bread is expensive. Bread is expensive. We do not want that. I think let's go ahead and toss some of these. We don't need all of them, to be truthful with you. In fact, we don't need most of them. In fact, almost any of them. Really what we're looking for is we just want to be over 2,000 because we want to be able to utilize that. All right, perfect. So, then we're also looking for... we could do a Gambison. A Gambison would be nice. I think for right now, let's just get you something on your head, and then we'll go from there. So, you are a Night Owl, which is helpful for, I guess, some reason. But regardless of that, let's go ahead and put you with a mace and buckler. Now, as some of you may have noted in previous iterations, I did not effectively pass out my things. So we're going to be doing that this time. What are you? Are you drunk? You are drunk, which means you have... Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine eventually. Eventually. But in any case, too many daggers. Probably don't need those, but it's good enough anyway. Okay. Next step is going to be getting headgear for our boys. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look. So we can drive off the nomads. A 2 skull. 990 crowns. I'm not sure that we can do this. Not sure. Let's see. What did we... oh, you know what? Hold on. Noxerers. 3 of them. Oh, we could do this. 1,500 crowns. Oh, that's dangerous. I'll wait for the next fight. I'm getting a little scared now. All right. Perfect. Let's go ahead and escort this caravan. We need to do a little something for us. For ourselves here. The pike would be nice. The speedum would be nice. The Katal dagger we're going to ignore. And then this... Nope, no one... You can't fix drunk. That's fine. All right, let's go ahead and head out. Now, the next town that we stop at, we will be trying to sell some of this food. Battle standard. And we should immediately finish this. Amazing. That'll get everyone a little bit happier. You now get this battle standard, which will be valuable. You do have a fairly decent resolve, but nothing that important. Now, what we could do, though, is we could move you to the back, and we have you guys on the sides, archers there. That way your relative lack of headgear is not as apparent here, and I think that's probably okay. Now, again, when we're working with these guys, like a few cutthroats, slingers, archers, we're probably okay. Oh, interesting. So these guys are already in a fight? No. Weird. They have dodge. Nice. The 22% chance. All right, and this is, you know what? We thank our lucky stars sometimes, right? I want... Really? Silent Simon! These guys are killing me. Oh, and the 80% fails? What? Are you kidding? I'm mad now. All right. Come on, cannibal. Let's go. Don't you dare. How did that happen? Goodness. All right, we can summon a wolf here. I like that. You just run. I don't understand. Silent Simon, don't you have really good statistics? I mean, I guess not, like, the best, but I wouldn't say bad. Let's move over here. We want to get these bows, because I think they're going to be better than most of the stuff that we can field right now. And I would like to hit these, but that's okay. All right, so if we're doing that, well, suppose I ask too much. Let's get over here. And then let's try and hit... What did we hit you? 69%? Okay, yeah, we can do that. Good hit. Ooh, off with his head. Let's give malaise to that one. Ah, not what I meant to do. I need to slow down a little bit when I'm playing. Like, I absolutely do. Okay. 90% chance and a miss. We are... I had to say one thing, and now we're just getting absolutely dumped on. Why'd you steal my scythe, bro? Okay, 72% chance. All right. Off with his head, perfect. All right, we can certainly make do with this guy. 51% chance is all we need. Oh, I hit his body here. That's a little rough. Alright. I would really like not to lose our boy right here, right now. But I'm wondering if that's going to happen here. No, ain't worth it. Do we need... Do we have rotation? That one's running. Alright, so when is this guy? He's going next. Aha. Here we go. Rotation. There we go. Off with his head. Perfect. Shield up. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Down. Excellent. Alright, get the shot off. Perfect. How do we want to do this? Alright, good enough. Oh man, this is a rough fight. Sincerely. A little bit rougher than it should have been, without a doubt. Hey, that's not very nice of you. Still took it. And we got one of the composite bows, which is excellent. We also got a scythe and southern chainmail hood, 70, as well as 3 nomad slings, 148 gold, some dried lamb, a little bit of medical supplies, tools, and ammunition. Not bad, my good men. Now, I would really like for you not to get, you know, absolutely wrecked. You lose rice. Okay. Well, I know that you're not the problem because you're trying to look for human flesh, not rice. So, could be worse. All right. Shall name a sergeant. Rally the troops perk. Let us set aside the skirmishes. Win a battle against 12 or more enemies. Ooh, I like that. I think we can do that very easily, actually. We will see, though. Alrighty. Perfect, we get there. 340 crowns. Karashi is now well supplied. They are doing a rebuilding effort, but there are people here, which is very nice. Let's take a look. So first and foremost, we have the Indebted. Looking actually really good on melee defense. Not really anything else. Actually, amazing at melee defense. 17 in total. 52 base melee stats. It's definitely something to consider. Fear of greenskins, though, is a little rough, but that's still possible. Now, the Beggar. 10 melee defense, 16 range defense, but middling attack stats, we kind of need both. We need them both. Widow, looking at Survivor and Gluttonous. Not great melee stats and not great melee defense. I think that's a pass. Let's take a look at who else we can purchase here. The Daytailer here is Irrational with Iron Jaw. 62 base melee stats, but -7 range stats and no stars. That's a little rough. Okay, we have a Double-Tongued and Dumb with 55, 2 stars on melee stats. Good ranged defense. It's not minus on the melee defense, but something to consider. That actually looks pretty darn good. Your stars are in the wrong spot, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Salma the Kian, coming out with 5 melee skill. What is a Kian? Slave, seductive, knowledgeable. Okay, interesting. Emboldens people to action. Interesting. So you could be a rally the troops person. That's actually something I need to consider. We don't necessarily have a sergeant, to be honest with you. So, there we go. I need to keep an eye out for that as well. Alright. Your Hard is coming out with 53 after the minus from Brute. No defensive stats to speak of, but pretty decent otherwise. Elmer is looking at 54 with 3 stars for the melee stats. -2 on the melee defense, so we could use you as a defensive guy, but still. Abnoob is dumb and athletic, but the stars aren't in the right spots. All right, we have tough, night owl. Stars aren't in the right spots necessarily, but 60 base stats and 4 melee defense, it's really not the worst thing I've seen here. Paranoid, bleeder, no. Nothing there. Another Keon. Ooh, that's a good Keon, though. +5 range skill, not helpful. Frail, also not helpful. Nope, your health is basically nothing. We have Weasel, Iron Jaw, 51 out of 57. 3 stars in melee defense. 1 star, it's... Nah, probably not. I'm not seeing anything that's really, really valuable here. Okay. So, Simon, let's go ahead and get that treated here. I feel like maybe we do need to just kind of... Well, first off, let's see if we can get... Tools are fairly cheap here, which means that it's possible that everything else is going to be cheaper too. A padded vest for 378 is not bad. There we go. Let's buy the cheap stuff, honestly. Southern chainmail hood. Let's fix you up a little bit. So let's get that. And then... What if we do this? That gets you up to 105, which then allows you to put that on, which I like very, very much. This is 20 or 30, so this actually gets you more, which is good. Alias gets a level up here. Let's go ahead and level up your melee and melee attack and defense. We'll increase your fatigue here. Your HP could do with some work here, but I'm okay with that for right now. All right, now, you can use what exactly? We're currently using you as a shield, sword, you know, user, so to speak. Thrustmaster, born with the board. 10% reduction damage in damage while using a shield. That's probably really, really good. I think we'll go ahead and pick that up, because Alias is really going to be tanking a whole lot of damage if we're doing things correctly here. Now, for you... 63 melee skill at level 2. We could use you in the back line. We definitely can't use you in ranged combat. That's fine, I think. We'll do that, and we probably need to get your resolve up a little bit, to be honest with you. So I think at this point, you are going to be... Do you have... I don't really have anyone who can, like, trade, per se, so we don't have bags and belts and quick hands. That's okay. I think for you, we're going to do crippling strikes. I'm going to try and get you as much as we can. You probably also need crippling strikes, but we're going to do bow mastery for right now. I think that's the way. And speaking of bow mastery, 40 to 55, 30 to 50. So this is going to be just an objective increase to your abilities. Already up to 85 range defense. What an incredible archer. Okay. Let's go ahead and improve that resolve here. Adrian the Cannibal, leveling up with an amazing level up for no stars. That's actually phenomenal here. Let's get your fatigue up as well. Butcher's Fillet increases your ability with butchers. Camp Kitchen. I don't think we're gonna actually use this guy as a camp kitchen guy, but definitely something to consider. Your melee defense is actually quite competent here, and I would not mind using you as a cleaver master. This is, of course, a spear. I forget about that. So maybe... maybe that is what we do, actually. Because this is this 30 to 40, and this is 20 to 35. So maybe... yeah, let's go ahead and give this a try. I know this is kind of an odd build, but I'm going to see where this goes. All right. And we're leveled up. Excellent. Now, what can we do? We can sell this for basically nothing. Sell for basically... well, I guess... no, we can. We can definitely sell some of this. Some of it, anyway. No big deal. Let's go ahead and sell the dried lamb. Organize. We can sell the goat cheese. It's not really a big deal at all, in fact, but still. We'll wait to organize the other stuff here. Now, our sword, 30 to 40 versus 35 to 40, 2065, 2075. So it is slightly more consistent, but it does take a little bit less off of the armor, 10% in fact. I think we're going to go for the consistency here with a scythe and then work out something else in the meantime. Now, for you, though, this hand axe is 30 to 45. I think we're going to keep that, and we'll go from there. Lastly, I do want to take a look here one more time here. I probably need someone who's fairly decent on the front lines and is not going to die almost immediately. So fragile and short-sighted, as much as those are negatives, it's probably not the worst thing to deal with. So 52, 61, and 6. His stars are in all the wrong places, but he's very cheap to hire and he's basically free. So I feel like we hire this guy. If he's, you know, he's going to be expendable. I'm just going to mark him as so right now. And in the meantime, what we'll do is, let's see. You have full gear, full gear, full gear. Well, actually, no, you guys don't have full gear. So let's pop you up. You need something else. But in the meantime, you're actually doing okay. So then, the next thing that we need to do is equip you. Let's get you that. Let's get you that. Let's get you a shield. And probably need to get something else for your body armor. The linothorax is not bad. We could get another one of the padded vests. And then, yeah, I think that's probably all we're going to get away with right now. This worn reinforced mail is really not bad. 206. You know what? Here, let's... This is 45. This is 11, though. It is super light. Yeah, it's super light. Okay, let's leave that as is. And then the only thing we really need now is better headgear. But we don't have the ability to do that right now. So let's go ahead. Ooh. Sand covers tents east of Karashi. How are we doing? How are we doing? Do we have a temple? Yes, we do. How is our set of troops? So you're angry. That's fine. We can deal with angry. But how are we doing? Food, good. Tools, okay. That's fine. Here, we're going to hold off. And we are going to... We're going to put you on watch. We're going to take a look at our salvage tent. Let's drop all these. I think we can drop those. That. Probably, do I want to do that butcher's cleaver? No, probably not. I think I can drop this dagger as well. Okay, we'll get that done. The rest of you guys will probably be in some various state of repair, I think. This is going to take 16 tools in total. There we go. That'll be good enough. All right, so we're just going to wait. Hopefully we can find some food, 4 food, and 1 item, which is nice. We got some bug meat. Interesting. Healed. Repaired 6 pieces of equipment. Perfect. Many cutthroats, a few outlaws, and a leader. Now, I'm curious if the 2nd Regiment of Karashi can help us out here. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Oh, there's an assassin. But we do have the friendlies. A few engineers, some conscripts, some gunners, an assassin, a few mortars. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a big battle, guys. Oh, these are on our side. Nice. I like it. All right, what are we going to try and do here? Do we want to try and just like overwhelm? I think maybe that's the way. I don't like the scythe, guys. And if we can get crippling shots off, that's quite good as well. Now this assassin is going to be terrifying. Interesting that it showed the allies as enemies. Not sure why, I won't complain because, you know, we have it, but the outlaw here, that guy needs to go down. And he gets hit on the head. If we could get that pole mace, that would be absolutely amazing. We're just going to go ahead and wait here. I'm going to move you back, and we can't do anything right now. That's fine. This assassin is going to be the big guy. That is the biggest concern that we have right now. These are all cutthroats, so they're not the worst thing in the world, but they are a little bit rough. How's your HP? HP and armor is good. 76% chance. All right. Plus bleed. And this simultaneously does a little bit for our ambition here. Sorry, forgot what I was saying there. Let's move over here and prime up. Shield up. I think we're going to leave that as is. Oh, dear. Okay, so we need to block these guys in. And a gash. What does that do? Inflicts debilitating injuries. Okay. Well, worth a shot. Nice. Woo! Handguns! Yes! Woo! Let's go. Very, very lucky here. I would not have been able to complete this without the help of all my wonderful friends. Oh my goodness! What? Holy cow! All right, let's try and get this. Let's try and get this assassin down if we can at all. Okay. 95% chance. And down. And we get the pole mace! Alright. Caredron. We need you to rotate real quick. Oh, you're gonna hit yourself. Okay. Have fun with that. Interesting. Hurting their own boys, but... Ooh, nice. Alright, so... Let's go ahead and rotate with you. 67% chance. We almost got you. Alright, this guy is an outlaw over there. I would love to get that weapon here. I think we're just going to shield up. See what this guy does, what the assassin does. Hurts the conscript, that's for sure. 50% chance. We just need to get damage off on this guy. That is a hero, by the way. So if we can get that guy down, too, that would be amazing. We're looking at a 36% chance here. Ah, what are the chances? What are the chances here? So if we move here, we can get a 67% chance off. We don't get anything done. Minus 25% damage. So you're still hitting, but not as well. 73% chance. All right, you took no damage whatsoever. That's fun. All right, well, I guess I can't complain too much. All right, let's drop the wolf. All right, the wolf will absorb hopefully at least a round or two of the assassins. It's nice that this is kind of free, I'll say. Let's see, what are you doing? All right, we're basically just letting you guys go. Let's move here. Oh, the hero's running away. The assassin. Oh, we need to get that assassin. Let's go ahead and wait then. Nice! We got it! And we got the CPAR shield. And potentially some of his armor. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Gash. 43% chance of gashing. Excellent. 0% chance to hit, which is excellent. Wait, what? Oh, so you physically can't get lower than 0. Okay. Or lower than 5%. That's fine. Nice. Okay. Hey, would you not hit my person, please? Worthwhile, I think. So this, again, does damage, fatigue, and initiative by 30%, which is helpful, I think, because you are rather counterintuitively based around that. All right, good. Oh, I need to get this. I need to get this kill. Say, decapitate. Depending on additional damage. Oh, come on. I want to get this kill. I want that sword so bad. So if I move here... Alright, Alias, do you have rotation? You do. However, let's see, how many turns till you go? Maybe not enough. So if we go here, 83% chance to hit. Oh, come on. Too far away. Darn it. Oh, this guy's gonna kill him. Oh, he's killed! No! Dang it. Dang. All right. So that sucks. But hey, you're still alive, so there's that. We got some spices. We got 180 gear. We got the polearm, or the pole mace. Honestly, that could have been way worse. Could have been way, way worse. And we get lots of crowns. We accomplished our ambition. What is this? It's amazing. That's what it is. And we have now more 12. Take it in. We gain Battle Brother. Perfect. I like dogs. All right, 1460 crowns. Nice job, men. Well, well done. All right. And now that we know that, let's see, what do we do here? What do we end up wanting out of this? So we can drop that and that, probably. We can drop the buckler, don't need that. We definitely don't need as many as we have of these, even though I do want more archers. We'll leave these two just in case. But again, for right now, wow, that is... They just have a lot of stuff. That's for darn sure. And that may explain why it's so, you know, inexpensive. I'm wondering if we should get some spices. I think the spices are relatively cheap, so to speak, but still. Alternatively, we probably need some of that. I like. We can then also get a patched mail shirt. No. Basic mail shirt might not be bad. It's a little expensive, but definitely worthwhile. Poisoned apple for 7 grand. Yeah, let's not. And say we did, huh? Darn it, I wish we had killed that guy. That would have been so amazing. All right, well, in any case, let's see. Who has the most fatigue right now? Actually, it's GNL. And perhaps it's probably for the best, but... So, you're actually... Yeah, you're definitely using that. All right, then you're going to trade out for the 105. Trading out for the 100. How are you guys doing in the back here? Let's improve your lot in life. And that's it in the same thing. That's identical. So, there we go. Not terrible. Not terrible. And we now have the ability to have 12 people, which opens up a little bit more of what we were looking for in the first place. So we're looking at we're at about 40 minutes right now, and I think what we're probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to go to one more location, see if I can get any more troops here, and then go from there. So probably go down to Salt Kai, I think, right? Or did we started at Salt Kai? No, we started at Gemenschacht. Or Ras Sanan, maybe. I don't know. Something to consider. In any case, disappearing villagers, armed courier, return the item. Okay. 800 crowns? Sure. Let's go ahead and wait the night away. I don't think we have anything else. Yeah, let's everybody do... Improve the mood. Could we craft? We could, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Salvage tent. What do we care about salvaging? Anything? That. We'll keep the CPAR. And I think that's pretty much good. Let's go ahead and camp. Oh, we found some milk. Nice. Perfect. Let's take a look at who has the stuff in the background. So a mace, full mace, isn't going to be helpful here. But it is absolutely amazing. Do you have mace? No, you have hammer. And you have flail. You do not have mace. That is unfortunate. You are going to be a polearm, and that's fine because you are our bannerman currently. We do need someone who has rallied the troops. I think that's not going to be you right now. That's fine. Tavern, but no temple, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the mercenaries available here. Great stars, not great bases, unfortunately. Great stars, not great base. Well, I mean, decent bases, but not great for that. For our... Ooh. You could be nice as a dodge tank. You have good stars, good base stats. I think we're going to pass, though. Adelgrim the Fearless, and Klaas. No, terrible stars. Terrible stars, but good base stats. Really good base stats, actually. For how expensive you are, I think we're going to have to pass, but that's worth looking at in the future, at least. So, taking a look at our Fletcher here. What do we have available? We have a slingshot. We got a light crossbow, heavy crossbow. That war bow looks pretty nice. But a hunting bow, 40 to 60. It's not as good. Well, I mean, it's better than the composite bow, but it's somewhat equivalent, if we're going to be honest. So that's something to consider as well. But okay, let's just go with that for now. I think 9 guys is probably okay for an 800 gold quest, at least on this side. Follow the tracks northeast. Where are these guys, and what are they? I guess it's a better question. 17 of them. Many thugs. A poacher. All right. And... why is there always a necromancer? I'm sorry. I can't fight 18 guys and a necromancer. That is not possible. All right. In any case. Great. We'll draw blood in the arenas of the south. I like that. Alternatively, we could, you know what? Let's do some of that. Let's go to Wallstein. I would normally pick the arenas, but I think we should probably start looking at better paying jobs. Ambition fulfilled. The company gains renown. Nobles will now give us contracts. Perfect. Because I had forgotten, we are actually already there. So we are at 1,100, which means we are professionals. And there's no contracts. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It is what it is. We do have spices, and they are free, so that might be something to sell just because. And my goodness, if we could get some of these weapons here, that would be amazing as well. I would love to get a pike out. Maybe a noble sword even. But realistically, actually, what we want is... do we have a cleaver? Do we have a one-handed cleaver? That battle glaive looks good, though. So I'm getting way too excited for my own good. A morning star, sure. But again, not really valuable enough, I don't think. How's the hiring situation look? Anyone interesting? You know. You also know. Also no, and you're too expensive. So that's a negative, Ghost Rider. Let's go ahead and move up. Let's go to Schwertberg. Oh, wow. Looks like a lot of people moving around. Perfect. Big game hunting. Open monster contract for and coin. Giants so large a man can fit inside their beards. And of course, beautiful women who know they're beautiful. 134 crowns per head, 10 heads at most, so 1,300. I think we're gonna pass on this one. So I'll level with you guys. I just don't know enough about this to actually tell you what we're looking for. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at, see, armor. Oh, not bad. Not a bad deal. Let's go ahead and sell that off. Padded surcoat. I guess I'm curious, how are we looking on the base? So the base is leather wrap 15. 30 for the tunic. So we do need to replace these with gambesons or padded armor. I guess that is a padded surcoat. And then you have a southern tunic. So something to improve upon here. How expensive is that, though? Padded surcoat is pretty expensive. The gambeson is a little bit more, but it is worth a little bit more. That lamellar, though, could be very valuable. Leather. The nasal helm would be quite nice. How are we looking on helmets? So you're doing okay. You're doing eh. Regardless of your having your arms out, you actually have a pretty good armor value. To level with you here. Hey. Not bad. If we had the armor, it was the armorer, I think, that would allow us to remove pieces of equipment from gear without destroying it. That is something to consider as well. So as we kind of look forward. Nothing that I'm seeing is really worth all of our money right now. That's unfortunately just the reality of it. All right, let's take a look at who we can hire here. So we have a miner with 66 base melee stats. About as high as you can get on fatigue. You have decent melee defense, so you could be a good backliner. I think what I'm actually going to look for is someone with ranged capabilities here, first and foremost. So you guys, shepherds can be doing Fear of Beasts, team player. Not great in the... Well, I mean, decent stats to start, but not great there. So instead, let's see if we can get any decent melee guys. Fear of Nobles and Superstitious is probably not the best for us. You are level 3. You're a deserter. Decent melee skills, without a doubt, but I don't think we can pay all of our money for you. It's just not worth it. And you're also a deserter. Plus, the risk of having those quests is sometimes it's just a little too great, to be honest with you. So, in any case, let's move over to Saltzfels. And then we could potentially even go to Muckenberg after that. Whip these pups into shape so they don't eat an Orcish blade. Let's see. So, fatigue, melee stats, or bow and arrow. I think we're going to do fatigue. 2 melee skill, or sorry, I think we're going to do melee skill. So, Adrian suffers some wounds, but we get, in grand total, 5 melee skill out of this. Not a bad deal. I said it was late. I was going to stop playing, and then here I am. Goodness gracious. All right. The company will build a reserve of 10,000 crowns. Let's go ahead and get the company's strength to 12 men. I think that'll be good. We do have a Marauding Greenskins quest. That's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at who we're hiring. Killer on the run, of course. Okay, but you're dumb and slack. As always, the miners coming with pretty amazing statistics in this melee side, and then garbage statistics on fatigue. It's actually not bad, but you are sure shot, so that's -10 on that. Kind of a problem here. Interesting. I'm not seeing anyone that's... I'm looking for the right guy, the right one, and I'm just not seeing it. I would love to get a farmhand that allows us to pop up with hay baling. That would be absolutely amazing. But I'm not seeing it just yet. No one here. Horror in the woods. Those taken by the web spinners. Excuse me, in the trees, never to return. No, we're not touching that with a 20-foot pole. Ever. Ever. No, I refuse. So instead, we're going to ignore that. We're going to take a look at the food. Holy bread. That is a massive amount of bread, my friends. We do have the CPAR. CPAR is fairly expensive, but in the meantime, I think what we're going to do is we are going to take the armed courier job. Let's take it a look. Gemenschacht, about a day to the south. Perfect. We like Gemenschacht. Let's go ahead and just cut on through here. Won't be too expensive at all. We do have the sackcloth garrison, something that we might want to take a look at. Get a little bit of money. Take a look at the quests. And I think, okay, so we are actually going to call it here. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these guys and then see if there's anyone worth bringing in. So, for example, you, Alfgeir, minus the fragile, so only 33 HP. You do have 67 base range stat. That is pretty darn amazing. Avramar, the Luckmaker, seductive and ambitious with great melee stats, but nah on the melee defense. We could make you, well, we can't necessarily make you a dodge expert as much. Although, you know, maybe we just expressly say, hey, if you die, you know? Not a bad thing. Do have impatient and death wish, not bad stats. Kind of middling. Oh, this guy is actually quite good on the ranged statistic side of things too. Fear of nobles though, and athletic. I mean, you could be a crossbowman. We could make you crossbow. You do not have crossbow mastery. Okay, never mind. We cannot do that with you. 71 base melee stats. Really not bad, but hate for beast and bleeder. Bleeder's not great, but hate for beast is pretty darn good. Double-tongued and craven. Wow. That's pretty amazing. If only your melee stats were decent. You're not going to be useful. Wild Woman is going to be, I think, out of the question. Wild Man is also out of the question. So I think realistically, I might take you just because you're kind of crazy. And you know what? Actually, you have a gambler. I don't know if you have rally the troops. Rally the troops would be, I can't see it. So I'm gonna say no, probably you do not have rally the troops, but that would have been really, really nice. 48. See, do you have rally the troops? I can't remember. Is that tier? That must be tier 3, I think. Nope. No rally the troops for you. You have decent statistics, but tier 3. Nope. I'm thinking that's a pass. And if I'm missing this, please do let me know in the comments down below. I'm kind of an idiot sometimes, and I miss things all the time. So I think we're going to pass on that. Need to still find another farmer so that we can go from there. But in the meantime, we have public execution, so food is a little bit more expensive, and you can sell it for more, which is nice. We might take a look at that, but we're actually almost out of food. So never mind, that is not going to be the case. Alrighty. In any case, that is going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching as we continue our work with the Iron Band. They're doing really, really, really well. I think we are making it further than we initially thought that we would, and or at least maybe I didn't say that out loud, but I definitely thought that in the back of my head, so I'm proud of us. I think we're going to do good. Now, there are a few things that I want to say before we go. We do have quite a few new members. So we have Adrian, Abu Bakar, Karedin. And yeah, so we have 3 different people that are looking for names. So if you want your name on one of these Battle Brothers, you've seen how quickly they die. So they're very nice and expendable, but I would be more than happy to name one of them. Now, we do have the Jack the Reaper archetype, which is going to be, I think, named here as soon as we get a really decent farmhand. But in any case, that's the only one that I am aware of that I still think I owe. So other than that, I hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.